This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
Day 1, Nebraska.
Mission archery, crossbow. That's a sub 1 there.
Second day hunting in Nebraska, baby. Love it. Love this place. Love this trip.
How do we do that?
This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, we'll be meeting up with Kyle Lamore and JJ Kaliser in Nebraska as they track down a couple of Gabby longbeards.
Boom, baby, boom.
So get ready because we're about to let those arrows fly.
Well, it is that time of year when everybody's got turkeys on the brain. Middle of March, into March is approaching. You know when you flip to April, turkeys are going to be gobbling and it's go time. However, we have learned many, many trips now up into Nebraska. We meet up with Brian Weiss and Cody Sirik, fellow team members, that they have got birds. And yes, their season starts March the 25th. Well, you don't have to beg my arm because we got a lot of things going for us. One, we got brand new Mission crossbows locked and loaded, and I cannot wait to try them out on an animal. Two, yeah, COVID time, no school teaching for this guy. This is gonna be the most epic turkey season ever. I'm always jealous and I always complain like, oh, you guys get to hunt all the time and all we ever get is Saturday and Sunday. Not the case this year, buddy. They have shut school down because of COVID. We are remote learning, quote unquote. And yeah, Nebraska truck is locked and loaded. We are heading north to try our luck on some Nebraska longbeards before Illinois season even comes in.
Settling in, day 1, Nebraska. Cody Sirik behind the camera. We are here, kids. This will be my 3rd year in Nebraska. We're getting ready to get it started. We are here in a perennial roost that, for the 3rd year me being here, we've always hunted here because this perennial roost is right off to my right shoulder, and they're just here every year. The concern is they could go one way. We're down here. We hope that they pitch down into this timber and kind of meander around and then eventually work their way out.
We've kind of always, the last 3, 4, 5 years, when we get to Nebraska, we kind of split up just to, have some new conversations and see some new faces.
Brian and Kyle are not but a stone's throw away on another farm, and they're getting after it too, and we've got a large wager in place, so wish us luck. Big bird, big bird.
Cody has done his homework on this, and he's playing the role of guide and cameraman for old Kaliser. He has got the roost where he always does, year in, year out. We have killed a pile of birds on this exact same farm from this exact same roost.
Oh, baby.
Kaliser's got the Mission crossbow, and it doesn't take long. The hens start pitching in, the gobblers start pitching in. And it's not quite time. These turkeys aren't feeling it. They're not loving decoys yet. They're not loving hen yelps. They're just out there being turkeys trying to survive because it's so cold and it's so early season. They're not really in the let's go chase hen mode yet, if you will. So we've got our work cut out for us. Even though there's a lot of targets around, trying to get one to play the game, yeah, it's not quite so easy. So here comes a turkey. He's got a few hens with him. They kind of peel off.
Well, that is hunting. That was a lot of investment this morning to not at least get a chance at one. They pitched down 60 yards but did not want to close the deal on our decoy setup. And we had one relatively close, but wasn't quite the situation we wanted, so we didn't take advantage of that. Maybe looking back we should have, but didn't close the gap. They stayed out about 50 yards, and we didn't get the boss gobblers. We know there was another set of 6 or 7 that we felt were, your mature birds, if you will. The ones that would commit to a decoy setup, and they went west. see those, Cody? Yeah, there's like 3 birds over here coming to the ridge. We are not out of the game yet. Those 3 jakes. There's 2 toms. There's 2 toms with those jakes. They're coming, buddy. They're coming. They're coming. Okay. I think we're game, buddy. I think that bird just flopped a little bit, went right down there, and I think he's dead right over here. I have not seen him up. It's been about 30 minutes. I think he's dead over there. I haven't heard anything. Haven't seen him walk up, so I feel pretty good about it. I mean, that looks okay. Not exactly what I wanted, but went clean through him too, so I'm not sure, but Victory Archery, the voodoo, a little nocturnal action. That's good. That's what you want to see from your Rage Broadhead kids. There he is right there.
See him?
Yep. There he is, buddy.
Heck
right over
yeah.
there. Give me some. Yes. Got a little farther than I thought, man.
Sweet, I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, baby! First harvest with a Mission Archery crossbow. That's a sub 1 there. Matthews, baby. That's right. I know it makes you sting a little bit, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. So, here we go, Doctor. Huh? The perennial roost has done it again. We call this the carnival spot because there's so many birds. We didn't see a whole lot this morning. We heard a whole lot. But finally, this guy came in. Day 1, morning 1 in Nebraska, and we were able to get it done. We were out here for the archery season in Nebraska with buddies Brian and Cody, and we went to a perennial spot this morning, and it paid off. We had the Mission crossbow in hand with a Rage tip and a nocturnal, and it did its justice. This bird didn't quite want to commit, but saw the Avian X 3/4 strut Jake HDR model, and it was over. Came right in with another bird, and we were able to put an arrow through this particular longbeard. This is one of hopefully many birds that'll hit the dirt this weekend, so stick with us, and a big shout out to Brian and Cody for having us.
Make the most of your time in the woods by knowing when whitetails will be moving on your prime spots up to 10 days in advance. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
Hey, let's just be honest. No one can ever completely beat a mature whitetail census. But if you play your cards right, you can fool them. Now, for all the work you put in to getting this close, make sure the camo you choose is up to the task. Mossy Oak, made for moments like this.
We live in a connected world. Why should your trail camera be any different? Our proven HyperFire 2 is now 4G LTE cellular enabled, allowing you to receive images from almost anywhere in the world. With the Reconyx Connect mobile app, you can create a custom cellular plan, manage images, check camera status, or change settings remotely. Cost-effective data plans utilizing Verizon or AT&T are available directly through Reconyx and are backed by a full 5-year warranty. Reconyx, see what you've been missing.
You're dedicated to the hunt, putting in the time, the sweat, the energy, no matter the cost. During the off-season, in the heat of summer, or the cold of winter, scouting, setting up your gear and equipment, and making plans through every step. When it's finally go time, when it's you versus him, that's when you give your best, because nothing is worse than ending a hunt before it begins with unwanted odor. Scent Crusher. Scent off. Game on.
You grow to love the repetition. Enter at the Old Elm, third maple on the right. Maybe today. Maybe not. Sleep, refuel, try again. This time is different. I've elevated myself.
Natural Barn is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Scent Crusher, Reconyx Game Cameras, Nomad Outdoors, Mossy Oak Camouflage, Analogics Outdoors, DeerCast, and Winchester Ammunition. When JJ Kaliser got his new Mission crossbow, he couldn't wait till deer season to try it out.
Mission archery crossbow. That's a sub 1 there.
So with an invite to come hunt Nebraska longbeards with team members Brian Weiss and Cody Shearick, he and Kyle Lamore hit the road running.
Day 1, Nebraska.
Teaming up with Cody, JJ got the job done on day 1.
Dead bird right there.
Sweet, I knew it. Yeah, baby!
Next, we'll catch up with Team Kyle and Brian as they are set up on some roosted birds and waiting for the fly down.
Well, it is our second day hunting in Nebraska, baby. Today we're in what I call the hammer hole. Kaliser killed a bird here a couple days ago. I killed a bird here 2 years ago. And as always, they're right here on the winter roost, fired up. We're hoping that they want to get down into this field. Well, we've been in this blind about 5 hours and the birds are still in the tree. Not really 5, maybe just feels like 5. It's getting close to 8 though, I bet. They're still up there, still hammering. Anytime we think these hens are gonna pitch to the field. Second day hunting Nebraska, baby, hoping to punch a tag today.
Luckily for us, the morning's progressing on, and sure enough, the hens start pitching in, the gobblers start pitching in. A lot of longbeards have crossed our paths, but they're all too far. If we had the Winchester with us, yeah, some tags would have already been punched. However, we got the crossbow.
Well, a little update. We had the old winter flock Boeing 747 right over us, but they went out too far away. Then we had 5 what looked like just 2-year-old birds. I thought they were gonna come right down the frickin' pipe. I mean, they were right here. They tried to backdoor us to get out to that cut cornfield, and then we tried to look behind the blind, and I don't know if they saw us peek through or what, but they kept going. Now we've got one bird cross the creek on his own this morning, and he's sitting over there just kind of all puffed up. I can barely see him. He's about it.
Kyle, why don't you try calling? Maybe he'll come across the creek.
Try to suck him across.
He's right on the edge looking this way. He just flew across, Kyle. He just flew across.
Got it. Dude, I freaking made that happen, son. You got it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got an Illinois boy thinking he's got a shotgun in his hand. But here's the thing. That was the last target. Like, the freaking flock of 100 just went past us. And this guy flew across the creek on his own. Brought him back across. He still wasn't going to come in. He was going to try to go skirt us and join those other gobblers up there. And I could tell you know, he wasn't going to do it. And I thought, it's now or never, baby. I don't even know if old Weezy was ready for a shot, were you? Love it. Love this place. Love this trip. How do we do that?
Now we have each killed a bird. A Nebraska longbeard trip never gets old, and especially doing it with the mission crossbow for the first time.
Nebraska 2020, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Northeast Nebraska, and mission accomplished, if you get what I'm saying. It is my first kill with the mission crossbow. I hope it is the first of many, many to come, and this fall I cannot wait to put this thing to work, because this morning it performed flawlessly, put the rage right through this old guy. He was trying to backdoor us, trying to get back up to the roost, and zip! Nebraska tag has been punched. Turkey on the ground.
It was so excited to punch that first tag. Ultimately, we didn't know that would also be our last tag because Nebraska then shut it down to non-residents, so we couldn't buy any more tags because of the COVID thing. So even though I was only getting one turkey on this trip, it was still well worth the journey.
Bird down, tag punched in Nebraska.
Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, it's an Illinois turkey extravaganza as Kyle Lamore and JJ Kaliser puts on a triple turkey takedown before JJ Kaliser puts a hurtin' on a strutting gobbler of his own.
Patience. Patience, good fellas.
You won't want to miss a moment of this turkey action with Kyle and JJ right here on DoD TV.
It's more than your hobby. It's more than a pastime. It's part of you. Analogic's Outdoors. There is no off-season.
Season at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Get the best deals on great hunting gear in-store and online.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Sportsman's Channel, your home for everything red, wild, and blue.